Today we're just outside of Walhalla, South Carolina, in a little known community called Mountain Rest. This is the Upcountry region of South Carolina. We're at Stumphouse Park, a 440-acre park that features the historic Stumphouse Tunnel, an incomplete railroad tunnel that dates back to the 1850s. The park is also home to the scenic Issaquena Falls. In this video we'll be exploring Stumphouse Tunnel, and we'll learn about its history and significance and the unique features. Then we'll hike to Issaquena Falls and learn about its legendary name and take in its beauty. If you decide you want to explore this area, do know that there's a $5 fee per vehicle to get inside the park.
After we explore the Stumphouse Park, we'll take another waterfall hike to Yellow Branch Falls. So grab your hiking boots and come on along with us on the excursion and experience an example of the beauty of the Upcountry.
Stumphouse Tunnel. Come on, Rose, let's go see what this place has to offer.
Not recording everything we do.
Maybe not, but I might get some good footage. What if I see a bear chasing you?
You better put the damn phone down and save me.
I'm just going to outrun you. All right, what's this thing about? The mountain that defeated the rail line. It says, oh, good job there, Rose.
You're going to show me the whole thing.
Hey, please don't wear footwear or clothing into the Stumphouse Tunnel. Hey, does it say that? It does. It certainly does. It says don't wear footwear or clothing into Stumphouse Tunnel. There's my wife hiking up the trail. Look at her go, boys. Look at her go, boys.
If you record everything you do, I won't go anywhere with you.
You're just saying a bunch of stuff I'm not listening to. She's mad now. She is mad now. Look at those rocks over there, would you? That looks like Stairway to Heaven. That's gonna look great. Look at these rocks, man. These are cool as crap.
We're standing outside the entrance to the Stumphouse Tunnel, a massive stone archway that leads into the dark depths of Stumphouse Mountain. The tunnel is 25 feet high and 17 feet wide, and it extends for 1,600 feet back into the mountain. The tunnel was part of a project proposed in 1835 to link Charleston, South Carolina with cities in the Midwest via train, but the construction was halted due to financial difficulties and to the outbreak of the Civil War, and the work never resumed. The tunnel is now a historic landmark and a popular attraction for visitors. As we walk into the tunnel, we can feel the temperature drop to a cool 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a constant year-round temperature. The tunnel is damp and dark, so we'll need to use a flashlight or our phones to see where we're going.
I can tell you I'm not walking through whatever that is. See, I can't see the end of this thing. Nope.
I think it's got to be getting close to the end. I think that's it right there, isn't it? Hey, come back here. Yeah. We've reached the end of the tunnel where we can see a brick wall that marks the point where work stopped. Behind the wall there's another 4,246 foot of mountain that the tunnel was supposed to go through but never did. The tunnel was originally planned to be 5,863 feet long, but only about a quarter of it was completed. The work was halted because of the Civil War. The tunnel is a reminder of the ambitious vision and challenges faced by the people who tried to build it. It's hard to believe all that was dug by hand. It took roughly 3 years and over $1 million to dig this much, so at that rate it would have been close to another 7 years to finish this section, if everything went to plan.
So we can see the marks of the tools used by the workers who dug the tunnel by hand. This tunnel is also home to some bats, so we might see or hear them flying around. The tunnel's a great place to experience the history and engineering of the 19th century, as well as the natural beauty and mystery of the mountain. 81 years after the project was abandoned, the tunnel was rediscovered by Professor W.C. Hendricks, a Clemson A&M College professor of dairy science. He realized the tunnel had the ideal temperature and humidity for curing blue cheese. He initiated his first experiments in 1940 and produced the very first batch of Clemson blue cheese in 1941. This cheese was made from the milk of the university's dairy herd and transported to the tunnel for aging. This process was used until 1958, when the university was able to replicate the conditions in air-conditioned rooms instead. Clemson blue cheese is still made today and is considered a gourmet item.
This root goes all the way up to this tree. Unbelievable. It's just growing right on the side of the rocks. We're checking out the creek just outside the tunnel. Let's get across the road and go explore Issaquena Falls.
Issaquena Falls is a waterfall named after a Native American woman who betrayed her tribe to save a white settlement and then faked her death at the falls. Interesting legend, right? Well, let's find out more about this place and see it for ourselves. It's only about a 5-minute walk to the viewing platform that overlooks the top of the falls. But if you really want to experience the full glory of the falls, you'll have to hike down to the bottom. The trail to the bottom is not marked, but it is easy to spot. It's steep and rocky, and it goes all the way down to the base of the falls. You'll have to climb over some pretty big boulders and watch out for those exposed tree roots. It's not a very long hike, but it is quite challenging and definitely not recommended for young children or anyone with mobility issues.
But if you do make it to the bottom, you'll be rewarded with a spectacular view of the 100-foot cascading falls and the lush green forest surrounding it. You can see the ledge where Issaquena supposedly hid from her pursuers. According to the legend, she was a Creek maiden who fell in love with a white trader named Alan Francis. When she learned that her tribe was planning on attacking the settlement where Alan lived, she rode on her horse and warned him. She then escaped to the falls, where she pretended to jump off the ledge and die. She actually survived and lived with Alan for many years. Whether you believe the legend or not, Issaquena Falls is a stunning place to visit. It's a great spot for photography, relaxation, or adventure. This area of South Carolina is known for its waterfall hikes. There's over 100 of them. You can find them in a brochure at the Welcome Center, or you can go online at upcountrysc.com to see a list of them. I think we're going to create a new playlist and start trying to check these features off whenever we're in the area.
The next day we ventured out to our next waterfall hike. Can you tell we like waterfalls? We went to Yellow Branch Falls. The trailhead is located about 7 miles west of Walhalla at the Yellow Branch picnic area. The Yellow Branch Falls trail is well marked with blazes on the trees and signs. The hike is a little over 3 miles over and back. It follows the Yellow Branch Creek, crossing it several times over rocks and wooden bridges. The creek's usually calm and clear, but be careful when crossing. If it's been after a heavy rain, it can get higher and faster. The trail gradually ascends as it skirts the edges of some of the deeper ravines. You'll need to watch your step, as the trail can get narrow and slippery in some places. They say in the winter, when the leaves are gone, you can catch glimpses of the town of Walhalla in the distance. You'll also pass through some groves of hardwood trees such as oaks, hickories, and maples, which will provide some shade in the summer and color in the fall.
These stairs they've carved into the trail. Pretty neat. They've taken a lot of good care of this trail. After about a mile and a half, you'll reach the end of the trail and the base of the Yellow Branch Falls. The waterfall is not a single drop, but rather a series of cascades that flows over the shelf-like rocks, creating a wide and impressive display of water and sound. The waterfall is about 75 feet wide and 50 feet tall. You can get close to the falls and feel the spray, or relax on the rocks and enjoy the view. This is a great place to have a snack, take some photos, or just enjoy the serenity. Well, it's time to retrace our steps and hike out of here. We'll meet you back at the trailhead. Well, let's rehash what we did on this video. We hiked the Stumphouse Tunnel, and we learned about the history of its creation and its repurposing. It's one of the most fascinating and unique attractions in South Carolina.
If you want to learn more about the tunnel and the park, you can visit the Stumphouse Park website. Now, we also hiked Issaquena Falls, a beautiful waterfall with an interesting legend behind it. And then we took another day hike to Yellow Branch Falls. Another amazing waterfall hike, yeah.
We hope you enjoyed these hikes, and thank you for coming along with us. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and ring the bell, and you'll be notified every time we upload a video.